Here's a very important step that a lot of new agents miss. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty, and today I want to talk to the newbies or give a refresher to some not so newbies. But before I get into it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. That way, when I post a video like this one that you definitely need to hear if you're building a business, you will know all about it. So let's get into it. Y'all, not too long ago, I was just like many of you all, a brand new real estate agent, and it is overwhelming just to think about the different things that you have to do. From getting business cards, to new headshots, to choosing a brokerage, to what area am I gonna specialize in. It seems like it's never ending of the things that you have to think about when you are a brand new agent. And while those things are very important, I want to share with you a step that I think a lot of new agents miss, and one that I think even seasoned agents need to revisit over and over and over. And that step is actually reading the real estate contract. Now, I'm just going to put myself out here, right? When I first got into the business, y'all, I was very blessed that I had a really good friend who gave me a referral, who was hot, ready, and willing and able to buy. And we hit the ground running just within a few weeks of me becoming licensed. And this was great, right? But here is where your girl messed up. I was literally out here showing this client, we were talking offers, like I knew the ins and outs, kind of the skeleton of the contract and what I need to put in it. But the very first time that I truly read the contract was when I was actually working with a client who I needed to present an offer for. Now, I know what you're saying. Rosemary, didn't you read the contract or didn't you go through the contract when you're in real estate school? Yes, we did go through it, but I also went through meets and bounds. I also talked acreage. I talked, tenancy at will, a whole lot of other stuff that I don't necessarily use in the business every day, where I needed to be an expert on that contract from the very beginning. A lot of times I see agents out here writing contracts and not fully understanding what the contract says, and that is so unethical for us to do. So while you are waiting to take your beautiful pictures and you're posting to your Instagram and you're doing all of these wonderful things, I've said it before though, you cannot be a trash agent. And one of the very first things that we need to familiarize ourselves with is the sales contract and the addenda that is attached to the contract. So don't feel bad. If sometimes reading the contract can be like reading Spanish if you speak Spanish, then maybe it works. Or it can be like reading a foreign language, something that you're not really familiar with. There may be terms. And don't fret. If you are a licensed realtor, if you're a member of the National Association of Realtors, then you are likely a part of an MLS board, and the MLS boards are notorious for having contract classes. So classes where you can sit in. A lot of times there is a broker, someone who has a lot of experience that will go through the contract line by line, and you get to ask questions so that if you're unclear on anything, you can have that dialogue so that you can understand it better. I cannot tell you how important this is because, again, we are coaching clients. We are employed to be the expert and to help guide them. But if we're really unclear on what the different terms are, on what the different contingencies are, and we can't fully explain to our clients what they are committing to, then, we are doing such a disservice. And honestly, it should be against the law if it's not already. So I'm going to encourage you to make sure that in your time where you're looking at all of the things that you need to do to get your business going, that you make the time to take a contracts class. Another place where you can take it is a lot of times your brokerage will offer contract classes where they also go over the contract in your state. And if for whatever reason you may be at a smaller brokerage and they don't offer classes in that way, that is okay. But make sure that you have a broker or a mentor or someone within that brokerage who will be able to go with you go over the contract with you and teach it for you. I can't tell you again, I cannot fully express how important this is that you understand the contract, because your clients deserve for us to bring our very, very best every time from the very beginning. Now, if you made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe. And y'all, go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know, what are you doing to stay abreast on the contract so that you know exactly what's going on? A lot of times the contracts do change, so make sure you know about those changes. So tell me in comments what you are doing.